technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Come on, fellas.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And Eckler will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first down. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I like the thought process, I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On second down, Eckler. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And Cook has it, left side. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. That catch good for only a couple. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On the give, this is Eckler. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards remain for second down. A handoff, it's Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Eckler, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Touchdown! That's caught. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Danny Johnson returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run with Gibson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. KJ Hill deep for the Chargers. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
To the air again, Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Matthew Ioannidis breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Washington offense set to take over. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there, first down Washington.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 41, Fitzpatrick. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's almost hard to believe that Joey Bosa is in his 6th season now with the Los Angeles Chargers. A Pro Bowler 3 out of the last 4 seasons. He led the team with 7.5 sacks in 2020. One of the great technicians as a pass rusher in the league.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little but gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And this offensive line, as we all remember, allowed 50 sacks last year, tied for the second most in the NFL. They vowed new techniques, a few new players, but so far, not quite getting it done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Chargers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8 from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They started on the ground with Eckler. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
By 20. 4 down.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington.
Let's go.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Johnson now returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Adam Humphrey spent 4 years in Tampa and 2 in Tennessee. Knows how to operate out of the slot and find his way open downfield. Makes a good catch there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the 1st. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Give him 30 yards there.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
This young man, Chase Young, has it all. Speed, power, and a full arsenal of moves to get to the quarterback. The Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2020, he had 7.5 sacks that season. They expect plenty more in the future.
3rd and long, it's Herbert, and this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
1st down, Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington 1st down. Fitzpatrick giving to Gibson on the draw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Fitzpatrick. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Out to the right to Humphries. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Jalen Guyton, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. Now the ball comes loose, and it's Washington that scoops it up, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards the pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joey Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback, and the drive will begin at the 25. Chargers offense back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and he dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Here's Ty Long now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Here we go on the next drive for Washington. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football, because that one could very easily have been a 3rd.
Yeah, off-balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incomplete.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Come on out here. Come get some.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Herbert on third down now. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball. You end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And yet again, it's Humphreys. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws, and how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Barber. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Kenneth Murray coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 10 yards out. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he loses the football a second time. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Time, focus.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. L.A. readies for its next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second down, Eckler. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. It's Eckler again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 54 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st down, Gibson. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? A handoff for Gibson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Finding Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Herbert going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Herbert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing, Herbert. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Allen. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Kelly with a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Let's do this.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good, And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.